You need to run for president. Just 'cause you
Yeah.
we need someone who's actually a good person.
Well, the change is going to come from your listeners,
Yes.
not from me, right? I can be a part of that, but I mean, if there's any hope I can give people, it's that the people in power, including the billionaire mega donors who basically run this whole thing, and I can get more into that if you want.
Please do.
But they are very afraid of the power that the people have. That I know for sure.
How so?
Because 2 billionaires from West Texas, their names are Tim Dunn and Ferris Wilks, Dunn and Wilks. They made their money in oil and
Like a
gas.
country music band.
I was just going to say, some people get them confused with Brooks and Dunn. Wilks and Dunn is the bad one. Brooks and Dunn, good one. But they made their money in oil and gas, but they are also Christian nationalist pastors.
Oh.
Which, billionaire pastor, you would think that's an oxymoron, but on Sunday mornings, these 2 billionaires, they preach at these far-right churches, and they've got very extreme views. They don't think anybody who's not a Christian should serve an elected office.
Whoa.
In fact, they told the former Republican Speaker of the Texas House, a guy named Joe Strauss from San Antonio, that he didn't have a right to be Speaker because he's Jewish. And that's a Republican. So they are dominionists, they're Christian nationalists, this is the world that they have. But a majority of their total campaign contributions come from just these 2 guys. Like they increasingly run this whole government here in Texas.
That's wild.
And they give to politicians, but it's actually much bigger than that because they have this sprawling network of think tanks, advocacy organizations, media outlets, the Daily Wire, right, funded by them. I don't mean to sound alarmist, but that's what's happening. And they have the money to be able to actually implement that worldview on 30 million people in the state of Texas. And now they're trying to go national by trying to win a U.S. Senate seat. So, I mean, they spend so much of their energy and their money and their time trying to create wedges between people. So let's just take schools, for instance. The centerpiece of their agenda was this school voucher bill, which you probably heard about, which is basically taking money that would go to neighborhood public schools and sending that money to religious private schools. But when you look at where the money's coming from and the fact that it is intentionally drawing a wedge or putting a wedge between people and undermining trust in education so that they can privatize it and profit off of it, I think that whole story needs to be recognized.